welcome to VRM. We're in Studio Z in Zephyr Hills. Along with me is Cory. And Cory, of course, he's out of his studio, which is Studio C. And he's live with us here today. Cory, we got some exciting stuff that's happening with VRM. I mean, I had mentioned earlier on an earlier podcast that we were looking at being invited to a prison. And this is something you've got experience in doing prison ministries, right?
Oh, yeah.
And, the Lord is moving some incredible ways here. He's showing us some directions that we can take. And not only that, he's putting the right people in the right place at the right time. And I really feel that we're just being blessed with directions that we can go. I was talking to Cory earlier and showing some other things that we're looking at into. And the Lord's opening some other doors. Some doors close and some open up. And Cory has been part of us, or VRM. You've seen him on a podcast and other things. If not, Cory's a Marine. And like I said, when I prayed for God to send people to me, he keeps sending me Marines. And that means something. Either you guys have nothing to do, or he says he's going to send the best. But Cory, tell us about your experience with prison ministries.
Okay. I started off in prison ministry, I believe it was 1999, maybe 2000, and I was in a prison ministry in South Dallas called Hutchins, and went down there and saw some amazing things happen. And a few years later, I ended up in Colorado Springs and I actually started a prison ministry at a Cheyenne Mountain reentry facility.
Wow.
I was there for a couple years, and the main teaching, I really just had a study guide.
Mm-hmm.
And I would get all the guys enrolled in a correspondence program with a certain ministry. And then we would go in there and do small groups, and we would go in once a week. And it was really teaching people basics of Christianity, and we saw some really good results with it. And so yeah, that's what we did, and always loved it. And the prison is what they call a fertile ground, because they basically come to the end of themselves because they're at the lowest spot that you can be at in life. And so they're searching. And if you can share something with them that is actually that they can apply, and it's not so complicated, or you have to have a doctorate's degree to understand, that kind of thing, then most of the time they'll listen and they'll go and study out whatever you share with them. And then they'll come back with questions next week. And then you just keep going, and so saw some really good results there. So love it.
Well, we're excited to have that opportunity to be able to share with this, and this opportunity that's coming up here in Zephyr Hills, right in our backyard. And we're experiencing some growth, hopefully. And the most important part is that we are following the directions that the Lord is leading us on. He set up a path for us and a way He wants us to go. And our job is to hear what He says and do what He says.
Amen. That's simple.
It's simple. I mean, simple man, we do simple stuff, right? I guess, He's much smarter than we look. But we're just so blessed in this ministry. And Cory, we got some exciting news. We'll be spreading with down the road. We'll tell you about what's happening and what's going on with us. And we are going to be doing. I talked to the museum, at the airport, and they're going to do on the Veterans Day weekend. They're going to have the huge thing we did last year. We had the last patrol there when Cory was doing some video and so forth. They said they're going to have buckets of water for you there. So
nice.
we did the last patrol there at this big event. And not only that, but they had the folks from G4 Armory, which is a man that owns all these tanks and cannons and neat stuff. And he does a reenactment of World War II with German and American artillery, tanks, personnel, reenactors that do put on a heck of a program. And we're talking about huge programs, big open area that's going to have this, and they have bunkers dug in there and all kinds of stuff. But we did the last patrol. We did a performance there last year, and Cory was a lifesaver for us. He was out there videoing it, and when the smoke flares, it was so dry out there that the grass started on fire, and Cory had to stop filming and videoing and had to stomp out the fire. Next thing you know, several people were running in from the audience to help us stomp out the fire. So it was pretty realistic, except for that. The fire was cool and the smoke and everything. So this year we decided there's a couple of these we're going to do. We're going to have buckets of water out there, and a fire extinguisher if we need it.
Yep.
And also, I think what we'll try to do is we'll try to, instead of just throwing the slat flares out there, we might just try to drop them in a bucket out there. I don't know.
Oh.
It might be an idea. We've done that on an area where we had a football field where we had the smoke flares in buckets so they wouldn't burn up the field.
Yeah.
But we'll see. If it rains the day before, we're probably clear,
Right.
But we're going to be back there this year, and they also have a bandstand out there. And we've got permission, and we're going to be doing this. We're going to be broadcasting there from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll be able to set up on Thursday. We're also going to do a church service on Sunday out there. But we're going to, Cory and I are going to share that church service. We'll talk about the Bible. We'll do different things there, but also the live broadcasts. We'll be broadcasting on radio. We'll also be broadcasting for our podcasts, and being able to do interviews out there with some of the people and bring them in. We're going to set up our portable studio right there on the stage, and we'll have our PA system we have out there, so we'll be able to do music and all kinds of different things like that. And it's going to be a great event, because it's kind of like in a way, I think a lot of stuff will be happening before then that's going to really be like a kickoff for us for a whole new year, whole new game,
Right. Absolutely.
But we just wanted to share that with you, and thank you for looking at our YouTube spots and our Rumble spots and X and all the other platforms. And do me a favor, share VRM, Veterans Radio Ministry. Go to the website, take a look at it. If you haven't, you can download, when you go to the website, you can download the Live 365 and go to that and be able to listen to on your cell phone anywhere that you go. You'll be able to listen to VRM radio. We broadcast 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, plus our podcasts on YouTube, Rumble. I think we're on X. We're on, oh my gosh, all the other ones.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
We're all over the place. Just put in VRM, Veterans Radio Ministry. Google that, and you'll be able to find out some more information. But we want to thank you. The Lord has opened up a whole different ways that we can reach this world with the good news. And the good news is that Jesus Christ is the only way, and through Him you can be saved. And at a time when the world really needs the truth, this is the time that the truth is being told. It always has been. It's right there in the Bible.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you soon. This is VRM Veterans Radio Ministry from Studio Z in Zephyr Hills.